Welcome back to Top 10 channel.
Here is the list of top 10 best superheroes of all time in history. I am aware that there are so many superheroes in our planet. And every person has their taste. Thus, did you ever feel what the most adored superhero by most individuals is? You can compare superheroes with each other in many aspects, like their skills and the way they look. Many people love superheroes due to their appearance, and several folks like a superhero due to their superpowers, and some like superheroes because of their humorous, severe and psychological characters. Today, we're going to go over the top 10 best superheroes of all time in history according to their looks, superpowers, and their beautiful and fun-loving characters. Before starting the list, I want to inform you that this list is entirely based on my research about the best superheroes ever and some of my personal views about these superheroes. So please don't be angry if you will not get your favorite superhero on this list. Number 10, Hulk. I like Hulk, and he's one of my favorite superheroes from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The smartness of Banner is super cool, and the aggressiveness of all Hulk is fantastic. Hulk is a personality who cares for all those folks even if he's not in a conscious state. Hulk's ability to demonstrate why he's the very badass superhero in the Marvel movie world and Hulk's films is also quite beautiful. The comic strips of Hulk gotten popular in hardly any time. And Hulk can be an extremely loved character by individuals. The most exciting part of Hulk is that if you hit him, subsequently, that hit will make Hulk stronger and angrier. That is bad for the enemy. Number 9, Deadpool. Marvel introduced this character in 1991 within their comic book. Deadpool is a mutant superhero. And I like the feeling of humor of the superhero. Because when I watched his movie, I was not able to stop myself for not laughing. Deadpool gets his power after he finds out that he has terminal cancer. Then for curing that disease, he agreed to be a part of an experiment. Following that experiment, Wade Wilson, Deadpool, gets his abilities. The powers of this Deadpool are very like Wolverine, such as auto-healing, disease immunity, and many more. However, there is maybe only one thing you will not enjoy about Deadpool, which is his face, such as Rotten Tomatoes. However, you can ignore that thing since Deadpool is a hilarious personality. And also, the most lovable part of this Deadpool is that afterward recognized as a failure, he still hopes for the best. Number 8, Thor. And among those powerful Avengers from the MCU. I love Thor due to his abilities and his really famous Mjolnir. The son of Odin has Mjolnir that's created by a dead celebrity's heart. And in Avengers Infinity Warfare, Thor gets a brand new weapon that resembles an axe. Both weapons are amazing and look great in Thor's hand. This personality is the most powerful personality in MCU following Captain Marvel. They are very powerful characters from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And it is not concealed that Thor enjoys Earth and enjoys people who live in the world. And there are lots more reasons why folks love Thor as handsome. He's invincible and possess godly powers that make him badass and cooler than any other Avenger or even superhero. Number 7, Captain America. So here is your initial Avenger in our listing. Captain America is a really awesome character and among the most significant characters in MCU. Why Captain America is among the most significant roles in MCU? Since Captain America was released in 1941 in the time of World War II. So due to his patriotism, Captain America is much more famous than any other superhero. And what I enjoy in Captain America is that he's quite great in decision making and he knows how to take care of the team after he must be the finest captain when he's representing America. And 70 years is a really long period for survival. So Captain America demonstrated why he's known as the Captain. Along with his little fights with Iron Man also gives us pleasure. Number 6, SpiderMan. I believe everybody who's residing in the world knows about this title. Everyone loves that adolescent who inadvertently becomes a very iconic superhero. I have watched every single movie of Spider-Man and played every match of the superhero. Spider-Man is a wise and very active adolescent who needs to face a great deal of trouble at a little age. And there's but one reason why Spider-Man life sucks, because he's a person with all these powers. I actually Spidey sense due to this power he can find the idea about what awful things will occur close to him. I believe that as there is a really major fanbase of Spider-Man. As a result of this fanbase, Spider-Man film is created 3 times from the beginning. And folks still watch them since they adore Spider-Man and his films. Number 5, Goku. Most popular anime is here, and I think this character have the least number of haters, or that I will state that Goku is the superhero that has no haters. And I think if we compare superheroes from all the television show and films and even anime in that time, Goku is going to be the strongest superhero amongst each of the other superheroes. Goku is a very fun-loving man who will hit you using a soul bomb should you resemble a threat who will hurt Goku's Earth. And Goku is among those Saiyans who survived in the attack of Frieza and Frieza Force. Another loving portion of this Goku is that the transformations. I really adore the Super Saiyan Gen 2 form of Goku and Vegeta. These transformations also can increase the power levels of these Saiyans and even increase their looks after some transformations that they seem like a god, and even they can transcend gods at a power level of gods. Number 4, Superman. Superman is one of the greatest superheroes of DC Comics. And I think Superman is the strongest part of the DC Comics universe. This personality has incredible strength, X-ray vision, super speed, invulnerability to most attacks, super hearing, and superb breath. And the only weakness of Superman is kryptonite, which is only available in his homeworld. Superman is also a rather old character. The iconic sign of Superman is also very cool. And also this superhero also has among the best and easy costumes. Superman is really a fantastic superhero for people who love those personalities who cannot get beaten easily. I think there are only a few superheroes who can stand with Superman and can fight with him, since Superman can also be among these heroes that can't get conquered easily. I really like Superman a lot, that is why he's on our list of best superheroes ever in history. Number 3, Batman. I don't understand, but this superhero is mind-blowing. And I love Batman, and this superhero is my favorite superhero of all time. I am aware that a few men compare Batman with Iron Man. But personally, I think that in techs and gadgets there is no one who can conquer Batman. I believe Batman is one of those heroes that don't have many haters. And there's a really major reason why you cannot compare Batman with Iron Man. Because Batman is a detective and Iron Man is just a superhero. Who beat villains, and everybody understands that Tony Stark is Iron Man. Should you ever played any game of Batman, then you definitely ought to know about how Batman uses his gadgets and carry out awesome strikes. I really like the combos of Batman, they're so cool. I am aware that Batman does not have any superpowers, but this really is the specialization of the superhero. He could conquer extraordinary villains with his martial arts and gadgets. Number 2, Wolverine. I really love this particular superhero. I watched every movie of Wolverine and really like his acting, and the story of this personality is also amazing like him. All of the Wolverine games are mortal like his films, but those games are pleasurable. Wolverine is famous because of his healing power and for his or her blades. That is why Wolverine is among the best superheroes ever in history. And due to these forces, Wolverine survived an atomic explosion and many dangerous attacks from which a normal superhero can't escape. So many men and women feel that the real title of Wolverine in his movie is Logan, but it is not correct. James took his title out of his true father Logan, who captured and killed the man James thought was his dad. Number 1, Iron Man. After viewing Avengers Endgame, I feel people who do not like Iron Man are currently in love with this superhero. Tony Stark is a very funny person who understands the way to inspire staff members, and that he is quite possessive because of his loved ones. This superhero is a man who creates the most recent technology and utilizes them for good. And the suit of Iron Man is iconic. And Iron Man is also one of my favorite superheroes who can defeat extraordinary villains with no superpowers. The particular thing about Iron Man is that he is a really good engineer and he also creates a wonderful suit and great technology. Iron Man was made in 1963. And Iron Man is most loved Avenger at Marvel Cinematic Universe due to his friendly and funny character. This really is the hero who rescued the entire universe from the very dangerous and powerful creature Thanos without thinking about his life. So this is the list of 10 best superheroes of all time in history.
Please hit the subscribe button and share with your friends.